Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hey guys, welcome back for a brand new video. So huge news, Season 14 finished airing about an hour ago in French. And so in this video, we will be discussing the season. I guess sharing my initial thoughts. And also, the main point of this video is just to debrief it and explain the plot. So yeah, let's get started. So the season starts out kind of with a prologue. Basically shows us Clutch, Wu, Misako, and Clutch's various assistants. And they're on the island, they're searching for something, perhaps the amulet, I don't know. But basically they get captured, they encounter these stone golems, and yeah, that's what happens in this opening scene. And then we transition to the title card, it shows us the logo, and then we move to the ninja at the monastery. This is a detail that at first seemed irrelevant to me, but later in the season, this is an important detail. So the ninja are looking into or talking about a cryptarium breakout. We see Ronin, Fugitive, and some other prisoners, and that's when the British guy walks in, tells them, as we saw in the trailer, Misako is gone and stuff. And so the ninja do a little bit of research, and they pull up Twitchy Tim. I guess they find out that he is the only survivor of this island, and so they fly out to the desert to meet him. Twitchy Tim kind of lives a depressing life. He lives by himself in the middle of nowhere. And so the ninja meet him. There's a lot of dialogue here. I don't really understand what was said, but it looks like they get him to agree to go with them. And so we see a montage of the bounty traveling. And at the end of the montage, the bounty is at the island. And so basically Pixel is there. This is really her only appearance for the season. But it looks like the bounty isn't able to actually dock. So what they do is they, as we saw in the trailer, they launch the catamarans and sail into the island. This is a pretty cool action scene where they have to deal with the waves and the lightning, but eventually they make it, and they bring some warrior bikes with them as well to navigate the island. There's a brief scene where they encounter the camp or tent that Misako, Wu, and Clutch were staying in, and they find it empty. So yeah, they get on the bikes and they drive inland into the jungle. And when they're there, this is where they meet Zippy, the jungle dragon. Zippy is actually pretty cool. He's kind of cute. The big resemblance here is he's pretty much like a dog. But I found him to be actually pretty cool and kind of charming or cute in a way. Zippy goes away, but yeah, then after that, the ninja encounter these stone golems. They wake up and they fight the ninja. This is a fight that we saw in the trailer, and it is a very, very good fight scene. It looks like what the golems do is they shoot lightning. They are able to reflect the ninja's powers. And so they force the ninja to flee. The ninja have to run over this bridge to another part of the island. And they do escape these statues. However, they end up being captured by the keepers. Actually, though, Lloyd and Twitchy Tim evade capture, but the other 5 are all captured and brought to the keeper village. Mammotus accuses them of trying to steal the amulet. And I think we get a bit of backstory as to why they do sacrifices, and I guess Wohira. And this is a part that doesn't really make much sense, of course, because it's in French. But it looks like what happens is Jay introduces himself, or he kind of draws attention to himself. So the keepers decide to sacrifice Jay, or kind of separate him from the rest. The ninja are all arrested, and they meet up with Misako and Clutch and Wu, who are also captured. And again, Jay is separated. He's brought to this room. And here we kind of see a more lighthearted scene with Jay and the two-headed guy. Meanwhile, Lloyd and Twitchy Tim are still free, and Lloyd decides to go try and save the rest. He meets up with Zippy again and uses Zippy to basically destroy the Keeper's village. And while this is happening, Lloyd goes in to free the others. And yeah, so Lloyd frees all of them, and they decide to go after Jay. However, Clutch Powers, being the awful human being he is, tries to steal the amulet and gets everyone captured again. Everyone is brought to the shore, including Jay, where Mammotus puts Jay on the boat, and they send him out to sea. The other ninja break free and get past the keepers. Zane uses his ice to create a raft, and they go out to sea. They try to save Jay, but it's too late. Wohira steals Jay. However, Lloyd finds a piece of wood, confirming, as we knew, that it wasn't Wohira, it was a boat. And they show this to the keepers. The keepers, at this point, kind of turn good upon realizing that they've been scammed their entire existence, I guess. And then we cut to another island where we see the boat. Jay has been brought here, and it turns out, actually, cryptarium criminals, they were the ones who made this boat. they actually use the boat as a way to scam the keepers to get rich. And so yeah, Jay tries to escape, but it's not really working. However, the other ninjas show back up and they all fight the criminals. But this is where stuff starts to get weird, because it turns out Ronin is one of the criminals, I guess, leading this. I guess Ronin is bad again, and it's very, very weird. Up until then, the island was pretty good, but this is where I think this island really takes a odd, strange, weird turn. And, I think we really need the English version, at least I do, to kind of figure out what is going on here. But then after that, the keepers show up on their boats. Twitchy Tim has lightning powers now for some reason, and they destroy the fake Wohira. They win. They capture the Cryptarium prisoners and Ronin, and they're all jailed on the island. This is not really clear what happens to them after that. And this is where stuff starts to wrap up. Clutch tries to steal the amulet, but they stop him. And Lloyd has a conversation with Wu and Misako, in which he wonders, is this legend of Wohira even true? And then the coolest scene in the season, in which we see the camera go deep into the ocean, and we see the real Wohira sleeping, and the second amulet is in Wohira's head. And that's where the season ends off. But then we also get a dedication to Kirby Morrow. Not gonna lie, this hit really hard, very emotional, and very sad, obviously. I think they definitely did the right thing by dedicating these episodes to him. But yeah, that was Ninjago Season 14, The Island. I'd say this was a decent but very bizarre season. Definitely not as good as Season 13. Probably not Season 12 either. I'd say it's definitely in the lower half of Ninjago seasons. But also, I want to emphasize, at least for me, I really need to see the English version to, I guess, develop a proper opinion. Because there was a lot of stuff in this season that I think is definitely going to make more sense in English. One noticeable thing about this season is the animation is definitely improving. It was very good in this season. The characters, the keepers, the ninja suits, all of that stuff looks fantastic in my opinion. I think visually it's a very good looking season. And also the fights were pretty good too. I really liked that fight with the statues and the Doc's fight with the keepers. Yeah, the fighting and action was very good. Obviously the season is very rushed. But to be honest, I didn't really feel like that was a huge issue. I think there was stuff about the season that was worse. For example, the plot twist with the boat and revealing that it was actually Cryptarium prisoners, in my opinion, was very underwhelming. And also the use of Ronin, too, as kind of like a, I guess, leader here. Felt really weird because Ronin is kind of a good guy here. So, yeah, I don't know. Ronin, I'm not really sure how to feel about that and about the boat being prisoners. But overall, I'd say, again, my first impression is that this is a good but not great season. But yeah, that is going to be about all for today, probably. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Share your thoughts on Season 14. What did you guys think of this season below? And I'll see you next time.